Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you from the African Tarot deck the Seven of Wands, and this is your overall general energy for this reading. This reading is timeless, so it will find you when you need it. And this is describing your position of trying to clarify your boundaries in life, trying to be clear about where you can go, where others can share space with you, and where you need sacred space to focus on your goals. This is you perhaps crystallizing a very clear and specific goal, something that's become urgent almost as you have been juggling several things, perhaps in your past. And now you are understanding that you must be organized and clear about the various stages of a task you need to accomplish. You are, feels like a selfless act to me. This is not the customary energy that I usually pick up on, where you are clearing away space for the exercise of your own skill set. It doesn't exclude that, but this is more about you providing a service or a contribution to something that is somewhat urgent, that is somewhat time specific. Like you don't get to pick the time that you get to make a contribution here. And to that end, you are lining up all your ducks. You are sorting out your affairs and your responsibilities so that you can be present in a way that this demands of you. Something about the task you're undertaking requires everything. It almost feels to me as though you have an opportunity to take care of someone who took care of you, that you are providing essential care, love, attention, nurturing to someone such as a parent or a friend who has gifted you similarly in the past. But whatever it is, this is requiring a lot of your physical energy and stamina to follow through. And there is some sadness here for some of you about the job that should not or cannot obscure the privilege that you also recognize you have in being here for someone or something at this time. This is a general reading, Leo. It's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And in your present, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is describing really more of the work of lining up your tasks, your relationships that will help you complete your task, and the essential clarity that is required for you in putting forward every step of a process of your intention, towards your intention. This is about perhaps a much needed conversation or conversations with those that you are at this time very close to. There's feels like a reckoning of information, of clarity, of honesty, a confession of love that is required in order for you to see reality, see the truth, and to realize your role in orchestrating conditions in the best way possible to fulfill your goal, your intention here. You are clearly experiencing some form of justice or balancing out of energies. So again, as someone has given to you, you are now giving back. That's the sense here. And I have to insert that Neptune's energy has gone or is going into Aries. This is really placing the responsibility of your reality, the creation of your reality, on you as an individual, on each individual involved. must speak their truth, must see their reality, and must dispel illusions that perhaps have clouded the situation in some way or another. But you are absolutely willing to step back, to claim your desires, to ask for what you want clearly, and to negotiate that moving forward. I feel as though you're speaking for others or someone else. And the crystal wisdom card that is accompanying your in your present is the Libyan gold tektite, and the key word is manifestation. I manifest positive outcomes. So again, there's this feeling that something inevitable is happening, something that makes you uncomfortable, that feels finite to you. It's perhaps an ending that you're experiencing or that you're anticipating, but that you are being prompted by your better angels to recognize the privilege you have as the caretaker, guardian, the one who has been nominated or nominated yourself to see this ending through in the most loving fashion possible. So you're manifesting a beautiful ending to something that perhaps was not so beautiful in its life, in your interaction, in your relationship. And you're in a position to recognize your beautiful, warm, passionate energy that is gracing this, is making this as light as possible, as enjoyable as possible, getting to the core of something that feels sad or unhappy or tragic, to its lightness, to the central sun within all individuals involved, and reminding all of the sacred privilege of life. I'm going to pull an Oracle Tarot card to clarify the Six of Pentacles, and I pulled the Four of Wands, and I pulled the Ace of Swords. So these cards are telling me two different stories. The Ace of Swords is affirming that you are illuminated. Your consciousness is supercharged. You're understanding the beauty and privilege of an uncomfortable moment by being willing and able to stand up and speak up for yourself and for others. And this is something that, because it's a truth, it cuts both ways. It can be positive and negative, tragic, sad. And you are managing this really gracefully with your natural ability to cut to the heart of the matter, to recognize the inner child within yourself and within others, or someone in particular whom you are generating conversations, understanding with. You're having moments of clarity and understanding after long periods of time. The Four of Wands is also describing the other possibility that you are setting up a real community, a real foundation for a wish. Somehow through this event, something is being grounded, is being secured for you. There is a home, there is some kind of foundation that you are being gifted, that you have earned. And this is not something that is just being handed to you. You've earned this through your willingness to grow, to understand your experiences deeply, perhaps with an individual with whom you're working right now, but you're being granted some kind of significant wish, something you've always wanted. It may come in a form that you don't recognize it, but there are many more people involved, and this is a growing foundation. Perhaps this is a family extension that you are gifting a parent with, or that is giving a friend or relative that you're working with in a tremendous sense of pride in you, and how that may be answering some deep call within yourself to be recognized for what the good that you're trying to manifest on the planet. In the past, the Three of Swords. And so I'm feeling this sense of underline, and I keep sensing a relationship, that there's someone else involved that you are working with or for, that you are helping and supporting. And something about this relationship, it can be a past friend or old lover or spouse. It can be a parent. There has been difficulty in your relationships. Perhaps this person had some challenges with their own health, their mental health or physical health, that masked their behavior, or that impacted their behavior in a way that seemed to cause uh, difficulty for others around them, that seemed erratic or seemed selfish. And it made it difficult for you to trust in your own heart, even trust in your relationships. This is something that you've been spending a lot of time trying to understand, trying to see its connection to your particular situation in the present moment, moving forward, the ways in which you have been blocked, and that you continue to block yourself through an inability to see the truth. You recognize that, and you are working for a more profound understanding of these dynamics in a way that will help you to not only provide the attention, care, and nurturing that the present situation may be demanding of you, but also a way that you have taken full responsibility for your reality and understood how this person's contribution actually contributed to you understanding yourself better and accepting their love on its own terms. There's something here about unconditional love. And the crystal oracle that has goes along with your past is the Amazonite, and the keywords are life purpose. I'm fully aligned to and living my life purpose. So that is putting a much bigger focus on your ability to see your destiny in a particular experience that may be painful, that may be harsh, but that you're now empowered to deal with and to see the beauty of, the transformation of, in a way that impacts you in your present with clarity. This is clarified by the Nine of Cups, which is indicating your own pride in learning how to align yourself with positive emotions. This is not about display. This is not about external attention or the love that comes to you from others. This is about your ability to choose yourself, to choose the things that support you, that see you, and the satisfaction you have gotten and you continue to get from learning the lessons of heartaches, disappointments, failures, and understanding how they have actually enriched your life and helped to clarify the amount of joy and abundance you appreciate in your life, the gratitude that is there for all that you have, no matter how it looks to others. You feel full and fulfilled through this exercise of clarifying unkind treatment in your past. And also, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Star. So the lessons you've learned from these relationships are actually part of giving you now the hope that you have needed in the past to carry through with a positive momentum into the future. The star is about the North Star. It's not something that we ever expect to attain. It's something that motivates us. It gives us hope and faith in the goodness of humankind, in the benefit of our actions and the actions of others toward us, and the potential. It's almost like the ideal scenario that you could experience or envision for yourself and for others, including your community, even the wider world. And this is what has carried you through some real difficult soul searching as you have looked critically at your failures and relationships that were not satisfying, were not successful. In the future, we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is about your alignment. I feel that for you, this is talking about your classic 7 chakras being aligned, that you're actually at a place in your life where you're taking full responsibility for each level of experience. Your consciousness has been awoken, and you are consciously evolving your character, your personal development, your skills and abilities, so that you are now recognizing opportunities in places where you never have before. This also is about being seen, others inviting you, wanting to include you, but your ability to consider whether these invitations or offers are a match for you. So this is the second 7 that you've pulled. And this is really about understanding that every offer is not a match, that when you wished upon a star in the past, you were a different person in many cases. And that wish coming to manifestation now may no longer be in alignment with who you are or what you truly want. So the Seven of Cups is indicating that there is an intentional goal or aspect of your aspiration, your ambition that you are fulfilling at this point that takes priority and precedence over everything else. And that privileged relationship is your relationship with yourself that becomes reflected in all of your deeper connections, including friends, family, colleagues. You are choosing relationships that resonate with your goals, with your spiritual alignment. So this is really beautiful. And I'm going to clarify this with the 8 of Swords and the Hanged One. You are really concerned and worried for some the kind of development and evolution that you are affecting right now. So there's a lot of anxiety and concern, perhaps in the form of your care for someone else, but it really reflects upon your own anxiety about your own path forward. You are privy to the experiences, the thoughts, and opinions of a lot of other people. You've experienced a number of situations in which you gained some knowledge about how best to strategize your skills, various directions to move into. There's a sense of sadness that overtakes you as you feel at times overtaken by circumstances. And more or less, this can be a result of your overthinking something. And so this card is telling me that your meditative and prayer practices, which are essential for you right now, and I feel that you are developing very consciously to a very high degree, are cracking you open in a way that makes you feel vulnerable and second guessing a lot of things that you would have moved confidently forward with in the past, but you're now sensitive to the various layers of information and experience and feelings that a situation is provoking for you, within you. And part of this anxiety is answered by the Hanged One, who steps back as you can, who retreats to some degree. And this is absolutely because you are meditating consciously, consistently. You understand how to take sacred space no matter where you are. You understand the need to schedule your space, yourself in. And this is about giving yourself that space to relax, to not think, to allow your intuition to work for you, to get in the present moment, which is one of the many anecdotes to being over analytical about something, trying to figure out all the answers, feeling like you can't move because you don't know which is the right way to go. Indeed, you are on the right path by simply stepping back and gaining your perspective, that higher perspective that already resonates that you are exactly where you need to be, you are exactly who you need to be, and that your ability to move forward with some sense of responsibility for someone else is on point. This is a sacrifice that you understand is a privilege. And this is something you already know is shaping your life in untold ways. I'm going to finish up this reading with an oracle card, and I've pulled the worry card. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And we've talked a little bit about that so far, so I hope this reading's been insightful for you, Leo. If you enjoy this content, check this out, and until next time, namaste.